Hey guys, welcome to KoeckandRelease's guide to Connecticut freshwater fishing, the basics. So, how do you fish? Fishing is a recreational activity that needs a lot of patience to be done correctly, but first you'll need some gear. This brings us to part 1, the tackle. Now everyone knows that to fish you need a rod and reel. There are two types of reels. There are bait casting reels, which are much more difficult to cast but have more precision. Then there are spinning reels, which are usually what people start out with, yet are still a very good reel. That's what we'll be using today. Spinning reels are pretty simple. They have a bail and they have the handle to reel in with. You open the bail when you cast. Spinning reels have their own specific type of rod, as do bait casters. Modern day rods have a hook loop for travel. Freshwater rods usually range around 5 to 7 feet long. Anything longer is a bit too long. It's important to have leader. Leader is a thicker type of line that connects whatever bait or lure you have to your actual line. Lures are the best way to catch big fish. There are two types of lures to be aware of. Some are made out of metal, these are hard lures, and the soft lures are made out of a nice soft rubber. These tear more easily, but they can be very effective. It's always good to have pliers in case you catch fish that have sharp teeth so you don't hurt yourself. This brings us to part 2, where to fish. This can raise the overwhelming question, especially with a large lake, of where to start fishing. Now, in the spring, during the breeding season, fish go to the shallows, so fishing off the edge tends to be the best way to catch big fish. Over the summer, the larger fish tend to go to the deeper waters. Always try to cast in places where there are cover. Cover provides an opportunity for fish to hide. Larger fish tend to hide in order to ambush smaller fish. Secluded areas and weed beds tend to be where smaller fish tend to hide from predators. Part 3, catching the fish. When using lures and casting with them, it's always important not to rush and reel in nice and slow. Be ready, because when those fish bite, you have to set that hook immediately. Once you've caught the fish, you can decide whether to keep it or release it. Make sure that your fish, if you're keeping it, meets the size standards. For fish that do not have teeth, you can hold the fish by the mouth. This immobilizes the fish and decreases stress. Sometimes after a long fight, the fish is exhausted. To revive the fish, put it back in the water but still hold it. Letting the fish sit in the water allows it to recover all of its senses. To further accelerate the process, you can move the fish back and forth to allow oxygen to seep through its gills. Once the fish is ready to swim away, it will push away and swim away by itself. If fish aren't biting, don't keep using the same lure. Instead, switch out and try something new. Some fish will tend to be very picky and only attack certain lures at certain times of day. With all this information and some luck, I'm sure you will catch a fish. Happy fishing! If you like this video, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm always open to positive feedback.